Hi everyone, my name is Jasmine and I am a recent graduate of California State University of Long Beach. And today I will be interviewing Beau Pray. Beau Pray is a fourth-year apprentice at Bloom. Bloom is a member of AWFS and stands for the Association of Woodworking and Furnishing Suppliers. AWFS is the largest national trade association in the U.S., representing the interests of the broad array of companies that supply the home and commercial furnishings industry. Hi, Beau. How are you today?
I'm good.
Great. Okay, so how did you find out about your apprenticeship?
So in high school, my career counselor was
Mm-hmm.
responsible for introducing students to different opportunities that they had, including a four-year degree, but they gave us the opportunity to look at things like the apprenticeship program and even allowed us to tour many of the partner companies within the program to kind of get a taste and a feel for what the apprenticeship program was about.
Wow. Okay, great. So, can you please give a general overview of your apprenticeship? How many years is it? What year are you currently in? And what are your responsibilities?
Okay, it's Apprenticeship 2000. We're based out of the Charlotte, North Carolina area, and it's a four-year program, and we start with students straight from high school. I started as a junior in high school, wrapping up my junior year, that is, and I'm currently in my fourth year in the program. So starting in the first year of the program, apprentices will learn the very basics of manufacturing and technical work. So they'll be able to read drawings, understand tolerances, understand the tools, and just different vocabulary and aspects that goes along with being in this industry. And throughout
Mm-hmm.
the second year, we're going to build on that basic education and introduce apprentices to some more advanced machines such as mill and lathe, and go on to be able to use CNC machines such as CNC grinders, CNC mills, and for those who do not know, a CNC is a computer numerically controlled machine. So instead of the apprentice doing the manual work on the machine, they'll be able to create a program and it automates the machining process for them. So
Right.
as they wrap up that second year, they're gonna go more into a trade. So as an apprentice at Bloom, I've decided to be a quality technician, but apprentices
Mhm.
also have the opportunity to dive into injection molding technicians, into a press mechanic. Maybe they want to continue with machining and be a machinist.
Right.
So there's multiple options and career paths throughout the company, and they'll choose that as they go into their third year.
Right.
And
Okay.
the fourth year just builds on top of their skilled trade. So for me, a quality technician, just building on the understanding the responsibilities, the tasks, and how to perform the job accordingly.
Okay. So, I know that a lot of people probably don't know what an apprenticeship is. Um, so I assume it's not a traditional like four-year university type thing, but it is 4 years.
Yes, it is.
Okay, I see. So what is the education slash work breakdown for you?
So for a typical week while I'm in school, I'll go to school one day a week.
Mhm.
There may be an online class or possibly a night class, and that one day a week is designated for apprentices to be students for that day and go to school the full day. They do not have to show up to work that day, and they're paid as if it is a regular work day, just to make up their hours. And the rest of the week, they'll attend work and continue with their training on a usual schedule.
Yeah, wow, that's pretty cool. That's a good opportunity, actually.
Yeah, it can be a lot of fun for sure.
Yeah, and speaking of fun, so what do you most enjoy about the apprenticeship program?
I'd say the best part of the apprenticeship program is really being able to work on your soft skills and the
Mm.
skills that you might not acquire from just theory-based work from school or less hands-on work. Here you can get your hands dirty per se, work with what you will be doing in the industry, learn to communicate between departments, people within your team that you're working on,
Yeah.
um, different things like that.
Okay, I see. So apprenticeships are a journey, beginning at one point and ending with being better skilled and educated. What point are you at on this journey, and how does the salary increase along the journey?
So I'm currently a fourth year apprentice. I just recently transitioned into the fourth year of the apprenticeship program. And throughout the entire program, you're assessed based on your works, the skills that you have at work, your ability to understand the tasks that are presented to you, your team cooperability, multiple criteria. And they also factor in our college GPA.
Um,
And between those two things, you get a performance-based evaluation
mhm.
that gives you the opportunity every 6 months to get an increase in pay, depending on your performance. So gradually throughout the program, you have the opportunity to receive multiple increases in pay.
Wow, okay. And it's really just up to the individual.
Right, right. So
Okay.
it's non-biased. It's more so what you put in is what you'll get out, and it's actually a really great motto
Yeah.
to get you into the workplace and how you should perform.
Wow. Okay, that's really awesome. So I'm sure you speak with friends who are on the more traditional path in the U.S., either a 2 or 4 year college education. So what benefits, I believe you already kind of touched on this, but what other benefits do you believe being in an apprenticeship has had over the traditional path?
I'd say one of the biggest benefits, just speaking with friends of mine going through the standard four-year education, is the ability as an apprentice to avoid the debt that's acquired through standard
Oh,
education. So
right.
Bloom and Apprenticeship 2000 pay for my education and pay for me when I go to school.
Wow.
Whereas in traditional education, I would be paying for that education myself.
Right. Okay. That's wow, that's really great opportunity. Um, so, what surprising things have you learned about the woodworking and furnishing supply industry? And for example, things you didn't know before or careers that you never thought about that are in the industry?
So at Bloom, we make functional kitchen cabinet hardware. And one of the first things that surprised me the most was how intricate and advanced these assembly processes are for different components that we make and even our finished product, just how much goes into every little detail.
Okay.
Another thing that was pretty surprising was the quality assurance job itself, what I currently do. I'd never knew much about being a quality technician, and now that's the job that I chose and the skill that I'll continue to build on. It was interesting to learn about that, how to analyze the quality of our products. Exclusively do product testing,
Okay.
so I take our product and I test it according to different guidelines. So it's interesting to take finished product and analyze it and study the quality of it and things like that.
Okay, great. So, we're now towards the end of our interview. What would you suggest to anyone considering an apprenticeship?
I would highly recommend it to anybody who doesn't think that a 2 or maybe a 4-year degree would suit their career goals. Maybe you're more hands-on based and maybe you learn better that way. I'd highly recommend it to people who learn better that way or who just want to begin working and building on the job experience.
Okay, great. So, I know at the very beginning you mentioned that your high school counselor was the one that kind of led you on to an apprenticeship, right?
Mhm.
Okay, so at my high school counselor didn't mention an apprenticeship at all. So I honestly had no idea that even such a thing existed, just because I didn't know to even research it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Um, so for people who don't know about apprenticeships and want to get more information about it, do you have any advice on how they could kind of start researching different kinds of apprenticeships?
Definitely. So you could start with the apprenticeship I'm a part of. It's Apprenticeship 2000. They do have a website,
Oh, okay.
apprenticeship2000.com.
Okay.
But many colleges and institutions have different apprenticeship programs working with companies such as Bloom, where
Um,
they give the same opportunity, kind of like Apprenticeship 2000, catering to their industry, if you will.
Okay, I see. That's really helpful because I'm sure a lot of people would be really interested in this
Right.
after hearing this interview. Because even I'm interested and I already finished my degree. So, yeah, well, awesome. Thank you so much, Beau. I'm sure a lot of people have learned from this
Yeah.
interview.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. So thank you everyone for joining us, and I hope to learn more about AWFS. For more information, please visit the Q Career page and find out how AWFS can help you with your career development. Until next time, I hope you all have a wonderful week. Bye.